Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka and we are back with another Twitter thread. Today we're talking about the next big lore archetype. Oftentimes, Konami will hide an innocuous card in a set, and it will be up to the players to discover that that card that they thought was just draft chaff was actually the centerpiece for a months-long lore exploration. Diabellstar was a little more telegraphed than most. I think we all sort of assumed that Vsauce was going to be a one and done. But today I'm asking you what hidden gems exist in recent packs and will be the centerpiece of a big lore explosion. And then we can come back here in 9 months and you can all point out that you were right. And I'm beginning with Necroquip Princess. I think people like her. She's cute. She likes little items. She has one other card that she appears on, and it's her looking in the mirror. I would pay to see 18 sets of her just fucking around getting new stuff to wear. Let's see what you all came up with. I think Dyer has the obvious answer here. The Dominus traps. Dominus Purge and Dominus Impulse are the two that we know of right now. They're super specific. They exclude certain attributes. It's kind of strange that they have like an associated character on them that we don't really know too much about. I would not be surprised if there is lore related to these monsters and if it takes over Yu-Gi-Oh! The same way that Branded did. I Wish has a good one. Zeus and Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. They were in the animation showcase. Zeus blows up a spaceship. Zeus is a piloted mech. They were featured in the trailer, and 12 of the 18 of the archetypes shown got support after the trailers released. I believe in it. I would like to see more mecha battles. Pick up your jongulars now, guys. Next year, we're all going to be jongling at top tables. It's insane that Konami hasn't capitalized on the jongler market. They don't understand how many jongler men make up their player base. Wolt says, bad bitch who's serving thorax and slaying, plus the lore where she gets drunk on a Saturday night. I feel like probably this one is already resolved. What more could Wannabee get up to? Would you all play 15 sets of Wannabee? All of you are saying yes. You all are down for the Wannabee anime. He has so much swag, he can carry a full feature-length film. I don't think they're gonna make the Royal Rhino with Deceitful Dice movie. Oh, they actually did already. It's Now You See Me Too. This card feels too specifically made to not have more lore involved. Has a specific name of Krishnerd, an interaction with a specific field spell, and a sort of gimmick involving field spells. This is actually a pretty good guess. The multi-universe card, I think, is supposed to imply that these are like similar people from different universes. It's a completely out-of-place card. It's supposed to be like a free agent that supports just field spells, period. I would not be surprised to see a team up a la Adventure. 15 sets worth of lore regarding his shitty 9 to 5 any minute now. I can't wait for the Depresspard sets. Yu-Gi-Oh's newest set, Atrocious Apartment, releases August 15th. Yu-Gi-Oh's newest set, Zany Zin Addiction, releases November 12th. Waiting for her to get an actual monster card or appear in the background of some other archetype for some reason. We already have her! We already have her! I understand that Labyrinth ended up as the definitive best trap deck, but at the same time it feels like such a waste for Arlekino to just be left alone after Syak. I do like they made him like, this is the Tumblr sexy man Arlekino, and this is the Vivzy Pop Arlekino, and people were like, I don't give a shit about either of these cards, I'm sorry. This card's a level 1 tuner, an E-Telly target, and can become any type or attribute you want. I can picture it getting a bunch of synchros that can be made using an opponent's monster plus a tuner with a specific type attribute combination, or maybe combinations only it can do. It's kind of weird that this guy exists. Like, he fills a niche, but we don't know why you would need that niche filled just yet. Please start expanding the mushroom extended universe. Each set, 5 new mushrooms. What does the player base think? Spores. We're already 2 cards deep into the closed world. I could see more support in context cards that connect Moon and Goddess and explain more about their world. Imagine a world full of white women. I'm good. Okay, this is a great one. It's been 3 years since Protecting Spirit Logeth and this random trap card featuring her were released, and we still have no idea what's going on with this fiend monster depicted on the stained glass. We need the fiend. We need the story that ties them together. Logeth is a sick ass card, and it was fun that like week that we were pretending Agents was playable that people actually played this card. More Pit Knight lore. Are they knights in a race? Do they fight other Pit Knights? I don't think we're gonna get the main storyline being the Pit Knights. I'm sorry. Can someone please explain to me why the Sambel storyline is still going and why they are not an archetype? Who at Konami is like, put another fucking Sambel card in there? It's been a couple of years. I think you're wrong about direYGO. It was obvious she was a lore archetype, but this was 1 to 2 sets before her, and we thought it was just a generic removal spell. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. This may just be hoping, for sure, but, you know, nothing wrong with a little cope in my replies. I would love to see the Primordial, the next era of Dragon Rulers, get a cool Monster Hunter style storyline where we have archetypes like Warrocks facing off against it to save their homeland. Oh, yeah. Maybe all of them are invading and each like thematic group of opposed attribute forces has to stop them. That could happen. It could happen. Kind of like the Fire Kings and the Atlanteans, they say. I'm thinking the guy in the middle of the Retro Pack 2024 cover could have an interesting story to tell. Don't believe it. I think we all sort of assumed that Ragnaraika was going to be part of a lore archetype because of the obvious parallels to Tri-Brigade and the fact that Tri-Brigade was a lore archetype. But it's crazy that they were like, nah, we're just doing this. That you don't need to know anything about how they work or like their purpose or anything. It's just the Ragnaraika. I know they're older cards, but I can't shake the feeling that Konami has plans for them one future way or another. It's crazy. It's like, okay, this is like a random card that does something important. This is like a card that references an archetype that does not yet exist, and they're just chilling. I've never seen this card. What are the missing barrows? This came out last set. Oh, there's something going on here. He's even a light fiend. There's something going on here for sure. Behold, the 45 set long story of a shrimp who did fry this rice. You already know. We need more Schoolwork Success cards. We're getting a Mulcharmy pretty much every set from here on out as far as we know. So, I mean, there's got to be something that connects them. Have you seen my man's headband? Broomy just screams main character and... Wait, is this fucking Caesar's headband? There's no way this shit is a JoJo reference. You're fucking me up. Nah, this is like a me seeing second guy with red scarf and stupid headband. There's no way it's supposed to be a JoJo reference. But it looks like exactly like it. It's a pity no one's mentioned this. They just released this random ass card. Like this random ass vanilla monster. 0/0. Card text says, this is a catastrophe in a bottle. And then they said, you know what, actually? It's just gonna stay in the bottle. If anyone opens the bottle, it could destroy the world. And everyone's like, shit. Let's keep them in there then. I have a feeling the damn goblins are going to be the sprites of direYGO's lore. Seeing direYGO on the goblin card was like, holy shit, they're going to have to print like 4 more sets of these fucking guys. As soon as I saw her walk by them, I was like, oh, yes, dude. The Greensmith. Ooh, I could see the Greensmith taking over the game. I'm not going to lie. Konami, we've just helped you script out your next 6 years of content. I'll accept pay in cash, credit, or copies of Legacy of the Duelist for the Nintendo Switch. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs crossover stories, says CJ, completely ignoring the prompt.